Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going through NBL Supercoach, and I'm going to be suggesting some players to get, and I'm going to show you my first team reveal. So, let's go. Alright, so I think one thing straight away to look at is the fixtures. So players that are from Melbourne United are definitely going to help you out. They have the double round 2 and double round 3, which is going to be really handy. I think Illawarra, Melbourne United, Sydney Kings, and South East Melbourne, they all have the double. So these are all players that you should be looking at early on. Other than that, you want high scoring players. But for guards, there's not too many options. So let's have a look. First of all, we're going to have a look at some of the ownership percentages. Mr. Cooks, 37%. Aldridge, 40%. Jack White, 41%. The way I'm going to do this, we're going to start with Xavier Cooks. He's been rated at number 1 in the NBL for this year. The NBL thinks he's going to do well, so I think he's going to do well. Sydney Kings have the double in round 2 and round 4, I think. So that's just an easy pick. There's no other way to put it. I reckon he could be averaging 40 this season. That's a good average. On to our next pick. Let's have a look. Darius Days. He's a good player. He's just joined 0%, which is interesting. Cameron Oliver, 26%. You got this bunch here. Froling, Pinder, Magnay, Martin. Jerome Martin's been rated number 4 for this year. He's one that you could look at for round 3. But at the moment, I'm looking at Chris Goulding. I think these two straight away just have to be a lock. You may be wondering if I'm going to be able to fit Jack White in. The answer is no, because he's 232k. I think these two are going to score more in the first round. Goulding's going to score a 30, White's going to score a 20. You don't need White for the first round at least. We'll go to the bench. I think we'll look at, you've got Aldridge here, you got Casey Praver. I've looked at Casey Praver. Bullets have a really bad fixture, first 6 rounds, just the one game. So we'll go down here, and straight away we'll look at Ben Henshaw. He's been in the preseason scoring 30s, at average minutes. He's been on the bench. He's going to probably score around 15, I reckon. He'll average around 15 this season, but he just has to be a must-have. He's a forward guard as well, which is perfect. He doesn't have the double until round 3. That's fine because he's perfect. He's a cheapie. Next we'll bring in Tyler Robertson. Tyler Robertson, I've seen him play just the one game. I think he scored 26 Supercoach in a preseason game with under 20 minutes. That's pretty good. 12% is no wonder. Even Kelly Laupepe, he had 23 minutes for 26 Supercoach. But Robertson, he just looks good. I think he'll be a good rotation player for Sydney. We're going really cheap on the bench for now because there's a player that I'm saving up for, which is coming in later. But no, we'll look at our centres now. You've got Cameron Oliver, Will Magnay, Keanu Pinder, Sam Froling. A lot of people have gone Sam Froling. He's got the double. That's a good option if you want to put your money there. But I think I'm going to play it by putting Marcus Lee, Melbourne United, 16% own him. Melbourne United centre, he scored 34 in his only preseason match so far, and he looked really good. There's nothing more I can really say. 203k, he's got that main position. They're locked in. He's going to get lots of minutes. He's going to score more than 34. I think I was also looking at Tyrell Harrison, but he's a bit more expensive and he's got the Bullets fixture. If I were to get Tyrell Harrison, he'd be in for one game and trade him out in round 2. But we'll just stick with Marcus Lee. He's the safe option. And then we'll choose Lockie Aldrich. That means Rocco Zikarsky is obviously missing out. 46% of people own him. I don't know why, to be completely honest, because there's no reason to buy him right now, because you can wait until round 3. Wait for him. He hasn't gone up in price yet. He hasn't done any of that. But yeah, 46% of people own him. That's like the most percent own him. I don't think he's that good, to be honest. Like NBA, Next Stars and whatever, this stupid thing. I saw him, he gets heaps of turnovers, he gets large minutes, he got heaps of minutes and he only scored like 8 in Supercoach. Like you've got people like Henschel and Robertson that are getting way less minutes and scoring way more Supercoaches. Probably not a great move to go with Rocco Zikarsky at the moment, at least. Just wait for round 3. Buy him at round 3. He's got the Bullets fixture. You don't want Bullets people in your team unless you just want to have them for 1 week, which is silly because you're going to have injured players that you need to trade out and then your team's going to go down the drain. So this one, we've got a couple of players who I've been looking at. Cotton Adams, Kendrick Davis is another one. Rob Edwards, I haven't seen any of him because there's been no games, no preseason for Cairns, but Cairns Taipans have a solid fixture, I guess. Round 3 is not ideal. Shea Illy and Ian Clark are also really good options. More so Shea Illy because he looks in great form. Taron Armstrong is also another good one. I just don't think I can pick Taron Armstrong off of... He's only got round 3. I think I could definitely go from him round 3, where he's got that double. But yeah, not too many options. Casey Praber. There's not many like great options because I've seen Jalen Adams pre-season. He's been very average. I think I'm not sure if he's just sort of going in like an easy mode, sort of laying it off. I don't know. I just don't really like that. Like Jalen Adams, Trey Kell did really poorly in the practice match. I don't think I'm going to pick him. Walton Jr. did bad in the practice match. I haven't seen Doyle. No Tasmanian games so far in pre-season. It's really annoying. Sobi Poo. Dejan Vasiljevic. Now, this is my first season doing NBL Supercoach, but I think I've got it down pat because I've got experience with all the other Supercoaches and I go pretty well, so... Anyway, we're going to start with, I've got him in my team name. His name is Bryce Cotton. I'm doing this just for a solid captain option. He's got the most projected. I think I can rely on that. South East Melbourne have not a great team this year, I'd say. They finished last year, I think. So Walton Jr. and Sobi could be pretty good, but I just think Bryce Cotton is a solid option for all year round. There's not really a point to getting rid of him. He's your man that you just need to stick with. He's been absolutely dominating preseason, like 36 Supercoach points in like 12 minutes. It's just crazy. Yeah, I think he's a lock. For 30% of people, he is at least. Jalen Adams, we can't choose him. We've got 455k left. That leaves us to get a 277 and maybe two, this bunch here. Like Elijah Pepper. He looks alright, Elijah Pepper, to be honest. Anyway, we'll go to my next pick, which is... Where is he? Kendrick Davis. Projected 23. He scored 47 Supercoach points last night. Now, these two have the double in round 3, which is very annoying because you obviously want to base this whole thing off fixture. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Kendrick Davis, just keep him in for those rounds. I think I'm going to start a bit slower than the rest, the other coaches, but I'm definitely going to have Davis and Cotton in for that, for these 3 and 4s. I wonder, Cotton's just got that first 3. That is really annoying. That you have to wait till he booms, I guess. Thing is, again, you could trade him out after 1 round. Anyway, Davis he looks so good. He's like a midget out there, but he's just killing it. You can't really stop him. 178k left. Now, how much I would have loved to get Angus Glover into this team. He's got a little thumbs up as well. But I'm thinking of this guy called Elijah Pepper, who's been scoring a lot of points in the preseason. And that would leave us with 109k left to get somebody. And it seems that there is a fairly liked guy here. His name is Will.i.am Hickey. And yeah, he's just... I've only seen the one practice match, but he looked pretty good. 8.7 average. That's going to spike up. 23 in the first preseason. They've got the double straight up. Dunk. And, well, guys, that concludes this team. I'd say it's a pretty well-rounded team. We've got Bryce Cotton, Kendrick Davis. We've got a lot of good players, a lot of balance sort of throughout the team, and you've got Bryce Cotton, who's just going to stick in there. He's going to dominate for your team. Alright. If you like my content, if you could subscribe and like, that'd be great. And see you later. Thanks for watching.